really interesting. It says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, they've never seen anything like it. Hey, this is Jason with Denwerks. Got something pretty cool today. It's a 2016 Jaguar F Type. Really cool car. Really hard to find these in white. This is actually called Glacier White with a Oxford blood interior. I think it's called Red Jet Stitch interior. Really nice car. Actually, a friend of mine, it's on its third owner right now. I think it got leased the first year. Then the second owner had it for a couple, and a friend of mine last year went down and bought it down in California. Took him and his son down, and they drove it home. That time it had about 15,000 miles. It's got a little over 20,000 now. Super nice car, still under factory warranty till I believe it's August or September 2020. You can call your Jaguar dealer, give them the VIN, and they can tell you all the details generally about that. So at least there's some coverage for you in general. So really cool car. It's a 340 horse, that's 3.0, 340 horse, and this car is a factory 6-speed. And I believe, I'm not 100%, I think the only way you could get a 6-speed in these cars was with the Supercharged 3.0. So that's one of the reasons he chose this over the V8, because you could not get a manual transmission. So as we all know, driving a Jaguar with an automatic, really kind of boring, but I'm sure those are fast too. But nice driving car. You know, not a lot to show in general, but I still wanted to do a video. You can hear it run. Let's rev it up a little bit. You know, it sounds good. We'll go around to the exhaust in the back. Just a nice car. If we look here on the nose, it's actually really clean. I haven't really seen any major chips or anything like that. I'm sure there might be one or two, but I have not seen any on the front. He only really drives it on nice days. You can see how nice the headlights are. You've got these running lights, LED running lights, projector headlights. So go ahead and show the lights all working and stuff. We got our lights, high beams. We got our blinkers. Kind of funny to show you that stuff on a new car, but you never know. I mean, usually I'm selling, you know, 50s, 60s, 70s cars that usually have issues. So it's kind of nice to have a nice car. So I just want to do my videos the same. The wheels are in really nice condition, no curb rash or anything on them. The date code on the front are 2015. On the tires, they're 245 45 18s, and on the back it's 275 40 18s. Those are 2016s on the front. So we'll put it up on my lift. I'll show you the tires and general stuff underneath as well, but they will probably need front tires, you know, down the road here pretty soon. So but they're okay for now, and you can drive on them. They are the original. So anyways, you can look at the rockers, really nice condition. You know, no chipping or anything like that. You will see a couple little scuffs right down here on the protective piece there. He did have it in the Jaguar a couple times to do a little bit of inspection and service type things. He's had 2 receipts there that we've included in the auction, and you know, just general checks and different things. But you know, I love the swoopy lines of this car. I love the interior overall. Just super nice. It does have 2 key fobs. You know, it's just very, very nice. I just wanted to show you the rear wing. You can manually do it. You have to shut the engine off if you're going to do a, you know, kind of a manual. Just put it up. But if you get to a certain speed, it'll go up on its own. But you can see there, it actually attracted Stanley's attention, but you can put that up and down. And the paint is Glacier White. You can see it's got a little bit of a metallic in it. Hopefully you can see that overall. I'm going to go ahead and flip it around here so you can see the other side and get another look. Hey, I just wanted to flip it around there so you can see it in the sun here on the other side. Hey, go ahead and listen to this exhaust. Now go ahead and rev it up pretty good. You know, sounds great. Sounds even better when you're out on the road having a little bit of fun with it. But, you know, really nice design. You know, Jaguar just knocked it out of the park with these. This is the biggest flaws on the car, and these were here when he got it. Looks like someone backed up to get something and just kind of scraped it across here. You can see another little imperfection there, but it's been there since he's had the car when he picked it up. So you'll see a couple little marks right there, a little scuff. So, you know, overall, I mean, that's the only thing really I can say about the paint. There is no dings, no other scratches. Very, very clean car overall. You know, go ahead and look at the wheels. Again, no curb rash. They look really good. I like them in black, you know, against the white with the red interior. You know, the red with the calipers and the center caps, just a hot looking combination. So hopefully that gives you a good view of it in general. We'll take it out and drive it a little bit. I'm going to show you the interior, trunk area, and we'll put it up on my lift. Hey, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the interior real fast, just go over a couple little things. I'll drive it here in a few minutes, but basically I just wanted to show you the condition of the seats. You know, very little wear. They actually look really good. A couple little typical little wrinkles here. I mean nothing to speak of. I mean, that's the only thing in the interior. You know, you can see a little bit of a rub right there from getting in and out. I think the interior is called Jet Red Stitch. Definitely an Oxford, red oxblood kind of Oxford interior. 6-speed. You know, it's got all the options. It's got 2 keys you can see in there. You know, I like the way the interior lays out. It actually is really roomy in this car. If you've never owned one of these cars, very, very roomy. I'm about 5'11", 250, big boned personality, and this car just fits me great. You know, I have actually room to grow if I wanted to, but hopefully up, not out. If you look at the door jambs, you know, really clean. Again, no accidents or anything like that, or repairs that happen outside of a you know, typical body shop or something like that. You know, you just never know. Very, very clean. You can see here that it's got a sunroof that doesn't open, but you can see that. It's more of a moonroof, I guess. Here's the door panel. No wear on the doors or anything like that. Everything's just laid out. Really, really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on the other side. I like that. I think that's a nice touch. Let's take a look here on the other side. I'll show you the trunk in a minute. You know, again, same thing on the interior. You know, but this seat here does not have that little wear, obviously. You know, but super clean. A couple little light scuffs right there, but overall, really nice. I love the dash on this thing. You know, really nice. They just laid out everything perfect. Little touch-up paint. You know, again, the door jamb. Very, very clean. No wear on the arms. And we'll just take a look at the trunk. Hopefully I can do that just with my, yeah, there we go. You know, trunk area. Actually got a lot of room actually in here. You can see the jack for this is actually a plate for the front. Jack's underneath here, but you can see the original lug nuts. It's got locks on it now. So we'll take this apart so you can see the spare and everything. So everything looks good. Nice and nice, clean. Go ahead and show you up here. You know, nice car. And also too, I didn't say that this is a non-smoker, so no smoke smell inside or anything like that. It smells really good. Well, we'll go ahead and show you some other stuff. You can actually check me out on my website, denwerks.com, and you can also see me on Instagram or Facebook. Just you're gonna hit hashtag Denwerks or type in Denwerks, and you should be able to find us. So, anyways, we'll take it out for a little spin. Hey, here we are behind the wheel. Right now, I just wanted to show you how to start it real fast. Obviously, going to push your foot in on the brake, and it starts up. You can see the AC is on, so that flips up. Pretty cool. You know, you can see this is my street. It's got navigation, you know, Bluetooth, everything. I don't have to tell you about all that stuff. You already probably know about it. AC works awesome. This here is dynamic mode. You'll see right up here on the dash, it showed up. You got traction control. This is your rear wing. And actually that will come up at a certain speed. I'm not sure what it is. It might be 60 miles an hour or something like that. But if you wanted to put the wing up, you actually have to turn the car off and have the key in the, to power it up. This is your exhaust mode. If you put it on dynamic, the exhaust, louder exhaust will come on anyways, but you know, just everything right there at the hand, at your fingertips, you know, everything's there that you need in general. Obviously, that's my favorite part, 6-speed. So we'll take it out for a little spin. It does have automatic parking brake, so you push that little button right there, so there's not a little lever to pull or anything like that. So it's off now, so we'll go ahead and take it for a little spin. Actually not too shabby. I like living out here in the country where I live. A lot of little twisties and stuff. Really fun to drive these cars around. So, you know, this is nice right through here. Only going 90, but don't tell anybody. So, anyways, we'll show you some more stuff on it. Right now, actually, the little wing actually flipped up. I can see it in my rearview mirror. You can't see it, and so it definitely works. You can see the little Jaguar emblem there. So, anyways, we'll cruise around a little bit more and show you some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take a look underneath the hood real fast. Just brought it in the shade. It's just so sunny outside. So there's a little lever underneath the dash, and it's nice because it flips forward, which is awesome. You know, it's just real clean underneath here. One of the main things I'm looking at here, though, is just not the engine. And I know it's a newer car, but I'm looking at, you know, make sure there's not any accident damage, which it does have a clean Carfax, and I don't expect any. But everything looks really good. You know, all the original spot welds, rivets, you know, everything is super clean underneath here. Supercharged 3.0, 340 horse. You know, the car just sounds great. You've already heard it running earlier, but we'll just take a look inside. The aprons here, everything looks really good. So you can see up underneath the hood, you know, everything's very, very, very clean. So go ahead and start it up. We'll hear it run. While it's underneath there, you can see the VIN right there. You can see the vehicle emissions. We took a picture of that for you. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. sounds great. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a look underneath the hood, and we'll take it out for a little drive. Hey, we're going to take a look at the Jaguar underneath. I know it's a newer rig, but I still think it's good to take a look underneath, and you know, you're going to see the still photos and stuff, but it just gives me a chance to show different things in a video. In general, just gives you a different perspective. You know, not a lot to look underneath here because it is newer, but we'll just start here from the front to the back. You know, overall looks really clean. You'll see, you know, little rubs here on the front, which is pretty common. You know, and if you wanted to get a new piece, you could, very easy. It just has screws going across there, and you can order those and put new ones on if you want, but I would just leave it. You can see here the tires are worn. You know, these are the original tires on the car. These ones actually have a 2015 date. The rear ones have 2016, but obviously they're worn, so you'll at least want to get probably new ones in the future for sure. And one thing that I can offer for you if you want to get these, I've actually already called the tire store. We don't have sales tax in Oregon, and I don't have a problem, you know, taking these down and putting new tires on the front at your cost. It's going to be $440. You know, so if you wanted us to do that, we can take them down for you and just add it to the cost of the rig at the end of the auction. You know, we'll just take a look here at some other things. You know, the bushings and stuff all look good. You know, no crinkles or anything. Really, really clean. You can see the floors. No one's put a jack or anything on them. You know, obviously no rust. You know, just really, really clean. You know, when my friend had it up at the Jaguar dealership, they did note that the brakes were, I don't have it in writing or anything, but brake shoes were about 25%. So eventually you just have to put some new pads on them as well. So that's just what they had told him. So underneath looks good though. You can see the exhaust system is in great shape. Overall, don't see any issues in general. So everything looks clean. You know, again, no rubs or anything like that. Nothing hit. So very, very clean in general. So hopefully that gives you a good look underneath. You know, it's actually really clean. It's still under factory warranty. You can call your Jaguar dealer, give them the VIN number, and I believe it's till August or September 2020, or total 60,000 miles. So which would, I guess, leave it about 38,000 miles left on it for this next year. So anyways, but just call them to confirm. Warranty's not through me or anything like that, or it's just the Jaguar warranty. So anyways, make comments on the auction. We'd be glad to help. If you want to stop by and take a look or send a friend, we'd love to show it to you. So it is no reserve auction, so happy bidding.